Welcome, everyone, to the Young Professional African Collective. I'm your host, Eberichi Obwaku, and here at White Pack, I talk to people doing work on the African continent or pertaining to the African continent. And today, I have a very special guest with me, and I want you to stick around so you can hear the full conversation and listen to more episodes. Go back and listen to older episodes to make sure you're staying involved and seeing what things are happening in the city and on the continent. So without further ado, I wanted to introduce my guest, Jerjuan Howard.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yes. So I don't know if you guys know of all the amazing things that are happening in the city, but Jerjuan is surely making an impact with what he's doing at Umoja Debate League. So tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into the Debate League.
Absolutely. So my name is Jerjuan Howard. I'm 27, born and raised right here in the city of Detroit. And I'm the executive director and founder of Umoja Debate League, Umoja Village, and I'm the owner of the soon-to-be Howard Family Bookstore, my childhood neighborhood.
Look at that. There's so many amazing things happening. So one thing that I always love to talk about is, African music, Afro beats. Is there a song in particular, or is there something that kind of excites you or just brings memories to your mind?
I can't think of just one single song, to be honest. I wouldn't be considered Afro beats, but Bob Marley is like one of them. I've listened to him a lot lately.
Yeah.
So I would say Bob Marley. If I had to name one that I'm listening to the most right now, probably him.
I love it. Bob's always a good time.
Yeah.
So
and positive, just good vibes.
Yeah, I love that. So is that kind of like a motto that you kind of like to live by, like good vibes and just
Absolutely.
positive attitude?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Try to be positive about it. I mean, it's enough negativity in the world, especially when building something or just everyday life. So I think music influences us. So I try to keep it very mellow for the most part. I listen to some other stuff too.
But you got a range.
Exactly. Some duality in there. But that's how I try to live my life. Pretty peaceful, calm, cool, not too high, not too low. Staying the course and keeping just on a straight and narrow for the most part.
Very cool. So you said you grew up in the city.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about your upbringing.
Yes. So I grew up on Puritan and Schaefer on the west side.
Okay.
The house I grew up in, my great-grandparents bought that house in the early 1940s.
Wow.
So this is my neighborhood.
Home,
This is the family neighborhood, very close-knit. Even when I moved out of that home when I was, roughly about 10 or so years old, I moved right down the street. So I still stayed on the same block.
Yeah.
The school I went to from preschool to 8th grade was the same exact school, John R. King.
Okay.
Then I went to Renaissance for high school. I wanted to be a lawyer.
Okay.
That was the path I wanted to take. And I didn't have the money to pay for law school, so I joined the Army.
Okay.
While in the Army National Guard, I served as an IT specialist while at the same time studying an undergrad at Western to get my bachelor's in criminal justice. The pandemic happened.
Okay.
And then I pivoted from wanting to be a lawyer because I did not want to do law school virtually.
Yeah.
And that's where Umoja Debate League team at the time was actually birthed as a result of law school being virtual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. So there's so many things I can get into. Funny enough, I went to law school in 2020. That's when I started. So part of it was virtual. Part of it we were in person. And then the second semester, everything was virtual. So it definitely wasn't ideal and necessarily what I wanted.
Yeah.
But I knew for that time, I didn't want to delay it either. But I feel like there's so many different ways that people have pivoted, because I've heard similar stories where people wanted to do law school, but just found there was a different path. There's so many different ways to help people and to serve.
Absolutely, because my whole thing after Trayvon Martin happened, that's what made me want to be a lawyer. I wanted to help our people in terms of the justice system. It just didn't make sense to me as a high schooler what was happening. So I'm like, cool, a lawyer, I can help.
Yeah.
And so that was the passion, the fuel behind it. I think that same passion that I had to be a lawyer is now just transferred through Umoja.
Yeah.
And our mission with Umoja is to create a pipeline for young people as early as 11 years old, a pipeline for them to become lawyers once they come of age.
Yeah.
So I didn't become a lawyer, but hopefully, I guess I'm planting the seeds for more lawyers to be produced.
You're definitely in the pipeline, in the ecosystem of that. So tell me a little bit more about Umoja. I know you said it was birthed out of a pivot from law school, but Did you do debate growing up? Like, how did that even come about?
Yes. So I went to Renaissance High School.
Okay. Shout out to Renaissance.
Shout out to Renaissance.
I have a lot of friends that went there.
We not as boastful as the Cass Tech people or whatever, but
yeah.
Shout out to them too. It's all
shout
love.
out to Cass.
I went to Renaissance.
Yeah.
And again, I wasn't a shy kid by no means.
Okay.
But I was really chill and laid back. Very similar to my personality now. It was more so, if you talk to me, I'll talk to you. But I wasn't going to, hey, I'm Jerjuan Howard, or stand in front of the class willingly. But debate changed that for me in 10th grade.
Okay.
It gave me a sense of confidence, leadership skills, articulation, all the things that make a good speaker, essentially. Yeah. Debate poured that into me in 10th grade. Miss Pamela Norris was my teacher. And I didn't know even at the time all the skills that debate gave me until I was pretty much in college. Okay. And I was reflecting, actually, because I had led soldiers up to that point. I was the president of the Black Student Union at Western Michigan. And I was just thinking to myself, like, how did I get to this point of giving speeches and being a leader, if you will? And I traced it back, and debate was my origin for a lot of those things. And so when I came back home from Western Michigan in 2020, when I graduated, I was just watching my little cousins just interact. And I saw like their soft skills were lacking. Okay. Right? They needed more confidence. They were glued to their phones. Communication wasn't what I just felt it should be at their age that they were. Yeah. And so I was like, how can I instill what I have into them? And that's when Umoja Debate Team, the idea of it kind of came into fruition. Yeah. And from there, I kind of thought of a name. I wanted it to be us. I wanted to represent us. I wanted to kind of be like a call sign almost. You're Umoja. Yeah. It sounds black.
Yeah. Like, I was going to ask about the name, like what made you choose Umoja?
Yeah, it sounds black. Yeah. And so, I'll make the story shorter, but I was a big fan of Nipsey Hussle. Yeah. And his whole brand was the marathon continues. Yeah. And with that, it just rung. It was very simple, but it sent the message. And I wanted my organization and brand to send a message too. And Umoja means unity. Right. And so it's one of the first principles. It is the first principle of Kwanzaa. Yeah. And I didn't want to say Unity Debate League. That sounded kind of corny.
Okay. I can see that.
But I'm like,
but Umoja has
Umoja.
Yeah. That's a great ring.
And that's the name that I stuck with. And from there, I started to develop a curriculum. What topics I wanted them to learn or discuss and dissect, the research, the body language, the eye contact, all those things that make a good debater. I kind of began to write it out week by week curriculum. Then I approached Detroit Public Schools. And this is just me shooting my shot, I guess. I emailed the partnerships chair at the time. I said, hey, I have this program. I'm from Detroit. You might not know me, but I want to do this. Yeah. How can I get involved into some schools? And he said, well, what I would do is I would start at one school first and kind of run a pilot program. Okay. And I went to John R. King Middle School, and I reached out to the principal there because I knew her still. That's my family school. We all went there. Yeah. And shout out to Miss Samuel, but she said, you come talk to the kids, and if they like it, then, we can give you a classroom after school and kind of run your program. So I spoke to some kids. About 5 kids showed up on day one, and I started teaching them the things. Kids already enjoy arguing, as you've seen at our debate tournaments. They love it. They love to argue.
They're amazing.
They love it anyways. And so we reeled them in with that, and then we started teaching them. Yeah. And it became a buzz around the school. This is 2022. We're in now, only in one school, and we're actually called Umoja Debate Team, not Umoja Debate League yet, because it's only one school. But that summer, program went well. They competed against each other, the 5 or 6 kids that we had at John R. King. That summer, 4 new schools contacted us to join the league. And that's with the team. And that's when we became Umoja Debate League. Yeah. So now we're in fall 2022, spring 2023 is like the school year time. So we added on those 3 schools, so 4 total. And they started competing against each other. We started hosting curriculum, all that. We built the whole thing out from the ground. And the next year we jumped to 20 schools. Wow. And then this year we had 25. So it's been gradually growing over time. The organization has very, very organically along the way, yeah.
So from an idea that you had to now seeing it like into this amazing organization, I guess, is there like a feeling that you have, or is there like something?
Absolutely.
Yeah, like how do you feel about that?
Surreal sometimes. Because I have my notebook. I write out all my ideas. I'm a writer. And so with this notebook, I just go back sometimes and just look at what I put the pen to paper and what the name will be and how many students we're going to have. And to see it coming to fruition, it's a very proud, like I'm very, very proud of what myself and the team have been able to build. And I still, I'm still soaking it in to some extent. I don't want to dwell on it too much because I'm in the midst of it.
Yeah.
But I truly think that we're doing something special that'll be felt for generations to come in the city and abroad.
Yeah. So you said that your curriculum when you were writing, was it based on anything that you did in high school, or was it like a new idea of how you wanted to?
So a little bit of both.
Okay.
So our debate style is unique to us. Other debate leagues don't practice it. It's called the Garvey Du Bois style of debate.
Okay.
And so we took the Lincoln Douglas format that I did in high school, mixed it with some policy, and made it black.
Okay.
So our topics are connected to the diaspora, or they connect to the city of Detroit, or everyday life that these kids face. Most debate leagues have just one topic for the year, and it might be a national topic or something like that. And not saying that those topics are not relevant,
right?
But if we're debating what city council is doing right now, that's a lot more relevant to these kids' lives, and they can feel it and see it and follow the news and know what's actually going on with things they're debating. So our debate style, again, it's an infusion of all those things, but we definitely put an emphasis on the cultural relevant piece to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems like you're always bringing it back to community.
Always.
Whether it was reaching back out to your middle school.
Yeah.
Whether it was like making sure that different things are represented in the community that are relevant to the kids.
Yeah.
Even reaching out to different team members. How I found about Umoja Debate League was through someone who participated as a judge, and then she invited me to be a judge. And from there, like, it was an amazing. I didn't know really what I was getting into, but I went to the the welcome and the tutorial of how to think about the different judging and the just how to really hear what the kids are saying and make sure that I'm, giving good feedback and just learning more about it. So I was happy to be involved. I never really did debate growing up, but it's always something, that's of interest, just kind of seeing like the different topics that are happening. And then to actually be there and see the middle schools, the high schoolers, like, they are amazing. So I would encourage people to follow the journey, and I'll have more information on how they can stay connected to you and whatnot.
Absolutely.
But yeah, thank you for hosting it, because even from there, I met different people that just so naturally we are just talking, and
that's one of the, thank you for that. I think that's one of the byproducts of Umoja. Is that good people are around good people. People who are passionate about certain things are around folks who are passionate about some things. And what Umoja's been able to do is create, a platform for everybody to come together, whether you're a lawyer, whether you work for city council, whether you're a parent. We're all in the same space here to support the children, the young people. And you're going to rub shoulders with folks that, you should be meeting anyways.
Yeah.
So Umoja has been, I think we've done a really good job of connecting the community together unintentionally, I guess you would say. It's because that's not the goal of Umoja. It's the kids, but I think you can't talk about kids without talking about the community that surrounds them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I guess what has been some of your experience working with the kids? Are you helping? I know you said initially you were helping with the curriculum. Do you still find yourself involved in helping with the curriculum, or?
Yeah. Yes and no.
Okay.
As executive director now, and we managing 25 sites, I'm a lot less hands-on than what I initially was starting off. Unfortunately, this is actually unfortunate too. Well, I mean, it comes with growth. But now we have an operations manager, Darcel Brown.
Yeah.
We have an admin manager, Jada Morgan. We have a program manager, Dion Davison. We have a creative storyteller now, Georgia Jones.
Okay.
So we have a team now that helps do those things. Like Darcel and Dion's, it's in the job description. It's a lot of the curriculum-based things that we do. So I still might review it. But I'm not as in the weeds of it as I once was. Because, now we have to raise money, and I have other responsibilities to sustain the organization.
Absolutely. Because can you talk about some of the schools that are now involved?
Absolutely. So in terms of the high school, we have Renaissance, we have Cody, we have Henry Ford, we have Ref Union, we have UPrep, we have Denby. It's more high schools, but I'm missing them. In terms of the middle schools, we have John R. King, we have Bates Academy, we have Paul Robeson Malcolm X, we have the Redford Union Middle School, we have Dawson. The list goes on in terms of the schools that we have, both Detroit public schools, some charter schools, and other school districts just are in the Metro Detroit area, but not specifically to Detroit.
Yeah. Definitely growing.
It's definitely growing. It's growing. The goal with this thing is take it to become a national program.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's within our impact plans within the next 2 years.
Okay.
To have a Umoja debate, the same exact concept that we have here where schools compete against each other in other cities, maybe Chicago.
Okay. Stay tuned.
Maybe Atlanta.
Yeah.
So we've crossed international borders. We've debated in Ghana.
Okay. That's amazing.
So thank you. So a big piece of what Umoja does, I think, that's very unique as well, is at the end of our tournament in June, it's the big championship tournament. And yes, we give them a trophy. Yes, they do get trophies, but they also win a cultural immersion trip.
Okay.
And last year, that cultural immersion trip was to Ghana.
Okay.
And so free of charge, 14 students from Detroit went to Ghana with Umoja Debate League. Yes, it was my first time in Ghana too.
Okay.
It was my first time on the continent.
Okay. Tell me more about that. How was that for you?
I still don't think, it's been a year and I don't think I've really unpacked the feeling that I had while I was there, and just being in the midst, just being on the soil meant a lot to me. Yeah. It meant a lot.
How'd you even think to choose Ghana or the continent? Like, how did the conversations leading up to this is what we want to do?
Yeah. Well, for one, I think very similar to what you do with your podcast, I think that we are more connected than we realize. African Americans here and then Africans on the continent, we're connected, whether we want to, acknowledge it or not, we are. Yeah. And I wanted our young people here in Detroit to see the similarities that they share with the Ghanaian kids. And we also had a relationship with people there already that were in the Achimota Academy. Okay. It's a school over there. Okay. Yeah. So we had students for them to debate with, not against, but with.
That's amazing.
So we combined the teams. So it was, a mix of teams going up against each other. So
were they talking about some similar topics, or how?
Yeah. So the topic that we had them debate was Detroit, Michigan, and Accra should strive to become sister cities.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How was that? I'm curious to hear how this, the topics that people were bringing up.
Yeah. So it was good. It went really well. I chose that topic on purpose because through research, it makes you analyze deeper. And so kids that were from Ghana learned more about Detroit and some of the education system. What is our economics like? How is it ran from a political standpoint, a government standpoint, I will. And the same thing with Detroit students. So through the research, there was already a connection there. So I chose that topic on purpose.
That makes sense.
And then once they got into the topic, they talked about the cultural significance. They talked about how industries could be collaborated on if we became sister city. They talked about Detroit as the blackest city in America, what that could mean for Ghana, and vice versa. They talked about business exchange. It was beautiful to see. I think we have it on video somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I have to find it and send
Please
it to
send that. I would love to see that.
But it was beautiful.
Y'all should see it too.
Yeah. It was beautiful. And again, it was all intentional with the goal. Like, we don't tell kids what to think. We teach them how to think. Okay. And through learning how to think, they can pick and choose for themselves. But they saw the similarities. A lot of them are still probably friends with the students that they met that day.
That's amazing.
While we were in Ghana. So yeah.
And then did you guys tour around different cities as well?
Yep. So we stayed in Accra, except for we went to the Elmina slave dungeon. We went there. That was we spent the whole entire day pretty much there. And that was I think an important site for our students to see too. Yeah. To know what their ancestors went through and everything else. So it was, and some of our kids were young. We had an 11-year-old with us. Wow. As early as 11-year-old, from Base Academy. But again, I think everything was important for them to see and digest and even debunk some of those myths that they might have had about, Africa in general. Yeah. Some of those students in Ghana really surprised our students here in Detroit. Like, no, we're smart too. We're intelligent too. And I wanted them to see that. I wanted them to see that and acknowledge that and be a part of it too, because they see everything else that, sometimes the negative connotations that come with Africa. And then some of the students from Africa, they had some negative connotations about Detroit too.
For sure.
About the violence and everything else.
Yeah.
So it was good just to both cultures together to come to some understanding
and at such a young age. I think that's so important, because you only know what you know.
Yep.
And it's hard if you don't feel that and see that where you are.
Yeah.
But to actually, and there's more ways that people are learning different things, social media, and other ways, but like to be there, this like an experience like no other, just to like actually see for yourself, like, no, this is how things are. And who knows, maybe one day, students from Ghana can come here and
that's
see.
What I want to do.
How it is.
I want to do that. And so next year we plan on going to Kenya.
Nice.
Yeah. And
I love it.
I plan
do
on
a tour around.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing.
Yeah.
I want to expose our young people, and these are technically like the best speakers that we have within Umoja, because they won.
Right.
These are the winners. So these will be leaders of next generations to come.
Absolutely.
These will be the leaders in 10, 15, 20 years or so, depending on how young they are. It's important to plant those seeds in leaders right now.
Absolutely.
Right? Like if you get a mind early enough and start investing into it, you don't have to worry about where they'll go, what decisions they'll make when they come of age to be a leader.
Yeah.
We planted the right seeds. We anchored them in a sense of togetherness amongst us. So when it's time for that, hopefully they'll be taking the baton and running with it with, the students in Ghana, with the students in Kenya, with the students all over the continent, because we are connected. So that's the overall goal of Umoja, really, is to be this leadership incubator for the next generation.
Yeah. I love it. I think it's so important because there's so many other things that students can be attracted to and spend their time doing.
Absolutely.
But to provide something where they're learning with each other, learning the social skills, the soft skills, learning how to think, like, it's so important. So I can't pick up it enough. I got to experience it too. So yeah.
And a big piece about this debate program that I always want to mention, it's a transferable skill, right?
Absolutely.
Critical thinking that we teach them through research. You have to be a critical thinker to be a good debater. That translates to any career path you want to have. You have to be a critical thinker in today's day and age to be successful. You have to know how to communicate, whether you're going to be a doctor, entrepreneur, or a lawyer.
Absolutely.
Or a journalist, right? You have to know how to problem solve and kind of think quicker on your feet, regardless of whatever field you're in. So I think Umoja, although we do champion ourselves as this pipeline to lawyers and change makers, this stuff, once you get it, you can go anywhere with it. Even if you're an athlete, you have to know how to communicate and talk to media and how to be poised and cool, calm, and collected. So when I started this thing, again, I had lawyers in mind, but really I think it's expanded. I think every student should at least try debate.
Yeah.
At least just try it and get some of the benefits of it.
I love it. And it seems like you're not only sticking with debate. You said you're opening a bookstore.
Yes.
Tell me more about that.
Yes. So I'm trying to make this story a little bit shorter. But
okay.
So back in 2022, when Umoja, we started our programming with the Debate League, we also brought some land.
Okay.
We brought some land in my childhood neighborhood, maybe about 4 blocks away from John R. King Middle School, actually.
Okay.
Puritan and Stansbury.
Okay.
With this land we bought from the land bank, it was blighted. It was trash out there. It was all types of stuff. We cleaned that up, and that is now home to Umoja Village.
Okay.
Now, Umoja Village is 3 lots that we renovated, revitalized, I guess, and it has a community garden. It has a stage. It has a community tool shed. It has art all around the space.
Wow.
Community meetings are held there. Poetry nights are held there. Live performances.
Very cool.
Yoga nights, yoga days, art in the park, garden days. All those things are hosted right there on land that was once blighted, right in my childhood neighborhood. Umoja did that.
Yeah.
So that was 2022. Last year, 2024, a building 1 block over on Puritan LaShore became available for purchase. And this is a building, again, this is my neighborhood, that's been vacant my entire life. I've never seen this building activated.
Wow.
I've never seen an open sign, nothing. I used to walk past this building on my way home from school every day. That building was for sale, and I bought it.
Okay.
1 block away from Umoja Village, right through the alley, actually. And that will be now home to the Howard Family Bookstore.
Okay.
So
that's amazing.
It's been... Thank you. So with the purchase of this building, as you can guess, it was an abandoned building.
Yeah.
So it's been a journey rehabilitating it and getting it back ready. So everything is new in there, from the lights to the electrical, HVAC, plumbing, new drywall, new subfloors.
That's amazing.
It was a full-blown rehab.
When are you expecting it to open?
So October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of this year?
Of this year.
Okay, that's a few weeks.
Yeah, it's a few weeks.
That's
it's a few
amazing.
weeks.
Okay.
We actually today, before I came here, I submitted my last plans to the city, my permits. So I got one final inspection. Once they give me the green light, I'm gonna begin to plan the grand opening date.
Awesome. I'm gonna be there, right?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be there.
Everybody should be there.
Everyone should be there.
Yeah, I'll make sure I send it. I'd say everybody should
Please
be
send
there.
Me the information. Yeah.
So everything's depending on, the city, that final permit, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna pass it. And yeah, if we're able to pass it, we'll be good to go. I'll show you some photos of before and after. It's gonna blow your mind.
Yeah. I think that is so important, like being able to like see a vision for your community, believe in yourself enough, believe in your community enough, and then invest in that. I feel like that's what really will change Detroit, like for the better. Like we love the big, downtown and the development there, but it's the communities that also need
the neighborhoods.
The neighborhoods need love, and I feel like there has been more of a push, and there's been different developments, and it really is people with vision and a drive to really like move it forward.
I agree, and thank you for that too. I agree. I think that Detroit, I don't want to call it a blank canvas because it's not that, but if people who are from these neighborhoods could see more of what these abandoned structures or empty lots could become, then I think we're really cooking here in this city.
Absolutely.
Because when I see these things in my neighborhood, I see opportunity. I see a bookstore / coffee shop. I see a health clinic. I see, a commercial kitchen if you want to build that. I see a daycare. Why not? Literally, why not? And we have more than what we need to do that. I think it just takes the right spark. And hopefully, I hope this is what the bookstore provides to people. I hope everything that I'm doing is providing some inspiration to folks. Yeah. That is doable. That is not I'm not a rich man to do some of the things I've done. It can be replicated. Puritan is no different than Finkel. It's no different than Van Dyke. It's no different than Meringue. The conditions that make Puritan, the things that I've been able to do, they exist in other neighborhoods in the city. And the same thing can be done, if not better, right? And I'm willing to help anyone, whatever guidance I can provide, or here's how I bump my head, don't go this route, do this. To anyone who's willing to listen or, just got questions about that. Because I think, like I said, Detroit, we have too much going on right now for us to, I don't want to say sit back while our city changes before our eyes, but to some extent, yeah.
For sure. Can you talk about some of the challenges that you faced, whether it's in the debate league, whether it's the village, whether it's even the bookstore that's coming up?
Yeah, challenges. Initially early on, it's just buy-in. Yeah. You have a vision in your head, doesn't mean everybody will connect to it. And that's okay. I learned that's actually okay because you'll find your tribe of folks who's supposed to build with you or supposed to support you. So I don't necessarily dwell on the no's too much, but you're going to get a lot of those. A garden on Puritan.
Yeah, right. But
I don't know.
Here it is.
But here it is. Or you teach debate. And you're going to get a lot of no's when it comes to funding and support like that too. So, initially just flat out, it was just the funding to get a lot of this stuff started. The land for Umoja Debate League, our annual budget for that first year we bought that land was like $10,000. Okay. But that's for like 4 sites plus the village. Like we was squeezing it. No staff was being paid really. Like people were volunteering their time for this goal and this mission. Yeah. But grants started coming in afterwards after the thing was built. Yeah. But you have to build it first. So it's initial buy-in, and I don't want to even say support because the people that were supposed to be supporting us, they were supporting the vision. The bookstore that is just contractors. Yeah. You
sure it's built well, built correctly the first time.
Exactly. Yeah. And just professionalism when it comes to the contractors. Just being there when you say you're going to be there. Just the very, very simple bare minimum things make a huge difference. And with the contractors, that was a huge challenge initially early on because I build things myself. Okay. But there's some things I don't do. Like I can't do electrical. I can't do HVAC.
Yeah.
But carpentry and stuff I can do.
Oh, nice.
And so, initially with the contractors that we were dealing with, it was like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
let's be a little more professional.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess those were challenges, but they more so were just lessons along the way for me. If I was able to do anything over again, of course I would change some things, but the lessons that I learned along the way, I think will be beneficial for my next projects that I do.
Absolutely. Okay, so can you talk to me a little bit more about the project you have going on? I don't know, what's something that people can look forward up to, whether it's with any of the projects that you have now, or if there's anything else you want to mention?
So I'll share it still. But stay tuned, of course, for the bookstore grand opening.
Yes.
Umoja Debate League, we're going to start our season in January.
Okay.
So our tournaments, as you know, are open to the public.
Mm-hmm.
Folks can come out and just view those. You follow us at Umoja Debate League on Instagram or Facebook, UMOJA Debate League. You'll be able to kind of stay up to date with some of those things. And then, so after the bookstore opens up, diagonally across the street from the bookstore is a nice plot of land. I purchased that land from the city. And when I surveyed the area, the community, I asked, what do you want to see? Not only inside my bookstore, our bookstore really, but in the neighborhood, what businesses are missing, organizations are missing. What do you think we need most? And one of the top responses that we got was a health clinic.
Yeah.
And so 2027, we're going to break ground to build a health clinic on Puritan.
That's amazing. Congratulations. I love this.
Thank you.
This growth and development. And really being able to serve the people in the community and serve other people who, have something and see a need, and you're filling that gap. So thank you.
No, I appreciate that. And that's the goal of it all, to open up businesses that people need. It's nothing wrong with the other businesses and whatnot that we have in our communities neither. But there are real needs that we could fill.
Absolutely.
And you can open up business and help people at the same time. Like, it doesn't have to be one or the other, So.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone clap it up. I think this was an amazing conversation, from the community aspect that you're doing, from researching and figuring out what the need is, and then serving that need for pouring into the next generation, pouring into your community. You're doing an amazing job. So
I appreciate you.
Thank you for your presence here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of YPAC. Stick around. Make sure you follow all the exciting things that are happening. So follow Umoja Debate League, follow Jerjuan, the team. They're doing an amazing job. So I will see you next time, and enjoy this episode and the next ones to come. Thanks.
Peace.